Hello, fellow gamers. Welcome back to another Smash Bros. Moveset tier list. Today, I'm going to be doing Cloud, who is a very fun character and also a very beginner-friendly character. So if there's a character that I would pick up, or if there's a sword fighter you want to get into, I'd say Cloud is a great starting point since he has a mixture of very strong moves and very simple and effective combos to string together. So yeah, I hope you guys are doing well. I am very excited to wrap up the Smash 4 characters. We just got 3 left, and then we'll finally get on to the brand new characters added into Smash Ultimate. Even though we've already gone over some new ones, so like Ken is technically a brand new character since he's new in the game, but he's still considered an echo or a clone. So we'll finally be out of clone territory. Um, well, actually, we are out of clone territory, but we'll finally get into the new characters that aren't clones. Is what I'm trying to say, but whatever. Let's just start right away. So shout out to the AA Battery for making this tier list. That's a great name, by the way. Um, yeah. So let's go over the tiers. So we got bad moves that are pretty much moves that you shouldn't use because, well, for reasons I'll explain in their respective move. Usable moves that can pretty much do the bare minimum and are okay in specific situations. Average moves that are middle of the ground can help you stay alive or even start you into the stronger moves. Strong moves that will be your most commonly used for combos and kill confirms, and yeah, and finally busted moves that are very very powerful and can do so much for you and will be probably your most powerful moves in your kit. So I think you know which moves are going to be up there if you play Cloud. But yeah, so let's start with jab. So it's a frame 4 move. It's okay for, as I get off into it. I think it's his fastest move on the ground since all of his other moves are honestly pretty much his entire move set is fairly slow, an exception of a couple moves. But um yeah, um so the only like other move that you can use as like a get off me options maybe up B or yeah, that's pretty much it really. So it's really one of your only get off me options for a Cloud. However, it does lack quite a bit of range, so it may be better off to run away, use an F tilt or blade beam or something. Um, Next is side or what is it? Tilt, side tilt, forward tilt. Which is this attack. Just a basic sword swipe forward. Again, nothing special. It's just a pretty average poking tool. Can be a pretty good kill option at later percentages, but again, it is rather slow, so do be careful when using it. Um, yeah. Next, we got down tilt, which is a pretty good burst option since you do slide underneath or slide along the ground, and you also go pretty low, so you can dodge some projectiles that are small, like Mega Man's lemons or Fox lasers. And it can be a decent combo starter if you hit it late. But again, since you do travel rather slow and it's a bit long lasting, it can be predictable. So do be careful when using this. But it can be interchangeable with dash attack, which I'll go over in a bit. Next, we got up tilt. This is going to be probably your best combo starter since it covers pretty much your entire, um, pretty much from the back to the front. So like, let's look at the frame data. Maybe it'll show better. but it'll start kind of like right here, maybe. Yeah, so like about right there. It kind of hits behind, but they do have to be basically inside you. But it's still a very good anti-air, and overall, just your best combo start. It's pretty fast, frame 6, not too bad. And then down to this frame 7. So and you get intangibility. I didn't know that. That's cool. So it really is a good burst option. Next we got dash attack, and I only use dash attack to call out misses or as like a late kill option, since it can be a pretty good kill option. Well, if you time it right, because you do have to hit it very early, otherwise it'll linger into the sour spot, and yeah, it's not good. So do be careful since it is very laggy. That's why I'm putting it in the usable tier, since it's not something you want to go around spamming. But if you struggle to kill, I guess you can go for dash attack or an F tilt, but it's very predictable. So next we got F smash, and this move is really strong, but it's also super punishable. Yeah, be careful when using F smash because you may be able to hit someone for the first time because it's a 3-hit move. They'll be like, oh crap, I got hit by, I didn't block every hit. But once, after the first time, they'll be able to, finally know that, oh, it's a multi-hit, so I better block all of them. And it's definitely not the safest attack on shield. Look at that, pretty laggy, and yeah, just don't go around spamming this move. It's only great for callouts, but even then, it's very slow. So be careful. Down smash and up smash are probably going to be your best smash attacks just because they have a lot of range and a lot of coverage. So down smash, I mainly use it on the ledge or for against players that like to roll a lot. And up smash, I just use it as a anti-air and um, as like a combo finisher since it's rather fast. Frame 12, not bad. Down smash is also pretty fast. It's kind of like Ganondorf's where it hits one side and then brings him to the other side, so pretty good. But I think up smash will be your most used smash attack. For reasons I stated already, it's super powerful and has a lot of coverage too. Pretty much like up tilt, but with more coverage. However, if you do hit the late hitbox, which is like at the end of the sword right here, it will be a weaker hit. So do keep that in mind. Now onto their aerials. So honestly, all their aerials are pretty good. So Nair, it's gonna be in the strong tier. Forward air, same thing. Down air, same thing. Back air and up air, I'm gonna put them in the busted tier just because back air is just really strong in general, and it's probably gonna be your most commonly used aerial for kills. You can also use forward air to kill, but it is slower. However, it does have a very strong spike, so there's that, and it's got a lot of coverage on the front side. Um, but yeah, Nair will just be your basic combo starter. Pretty good. Has a lot of coverage around you, and then down air is a good approach option, good landing option, and also a good ledge guard option since it hits below the stage. So use them wisely. And up air is just stupid. Like it's got a very big hitbox for an attack like that. I think it was nerfed from Smash 4, but I still think it's a very good attack because it's fast, it's long lasting, you can juggle enemies with it, and it's disjointed. So I'm not sure which one I like more, but I think overall back air is just superior since it's strong, it's got a lot of range, and it's very safe on shield too. Look at that. Now on to their specials. So Blade Beam, I'm gonna put it in average. It's a good ledge guard option against opponents with horizontal recoveries, or I guess just linear recoveries in general. So, pretty good. What is it? Cross slash. I don't really use this attack often because it can be pretty laggy and predictable, but I mean it's okay for dealing damage, but you do have to hit them um without them blocking. Otherwise, it'll just kind of be a sitting duck, and you can't really spam it in order to do the extra hits unless you're on shield, which may catch somebody off guard. But if they block every hit, it can be a death sentence for you. So do be careful when using cross slash. Climb hazard is probably going to be your best out of shield option, just because I think it has armor or invincibility frames. Let me see. No, I don't think it does, but it does have a lot of range and pretty good power. So, um, yeah, use it wisely. It doesn't it does it's not a very good recovery option. Um, so I can't really rank it high enough. So I'll have to just put it in average for now. However, his special attacks do get better by the limit meter, which I'm gonna put this in the top of the tier because it is what enables a lot of his kill moves, and even if you have it full, you can move around much faster, which can be better for your air combos and stuff. So sometimes it may be better to hold on to it. It may be better to use a special move right away. But I'll go over why in just a sec. So we got the limit blade beam, which is a pretty strong kill option, and it's also translucent. I think is the word, which means it'll no attack can interrupt it. So unless they block, but if they block it, it'll still linger out all the different hitboxes. So they do have to make sure they block every hit. Otherwise, the last hit will deal a ton of knockback and will even break or do a lot of damage to the shield. So yeah, pretty devastating move. Next we got finishing touch. Yeah, not a very good move. It's not as bad as it seems, but the problem with this move is that it's very slow. It feels like it's way too slow to come out. Because it's 12 frames, and it's also got a lot of end lag. And it does like 1% damage. Believe it or not, it may look very very strong, but it only does very little damage. So it's definitely not a great combo move at all, and even gets weaker if you use it in the air. So not really a move I recommend using unless they're at like what 70-ish%, which at that point it would kill, but you have to be on the ground. And as far as I know, I don't think you can combo into it, so you kind of just have to go for it raw. Definitely not a move I recommend using. Next we got limit cross slash, which is again just a more powerful version of cross slash, except instead of if you miss, it doesn't only the entire cross slash comes out, so it's not like just one hit that comes out if you miss, but every single hit comes out, and it's faster, so you could use it as like a read. If your opponents roll into it or something, it'll definitely catch them. But um, I don't know. These are hard to explain, but um, it does have what's it called armor, so it's not bad. Might be your strongest limit move, but depending who you are, it may be better to use the beam or cross slash or this one. If you're more of a noob cloud player, you may want to save your limit for climb hazards since it improves your recovery. You go a lot faster, much further up, and you have more horizontal mobility. So if you're at higher percentages, I recommend you save it for a beat if you get knocked out. So that means around 100-ish%. So for that, I think I'm gonna put this one at the top of strong, just because it's still a very strong move out of shield and it does a lot of damage if you decide to use it as like a normal attack. Um, yeah, nothing more to say really. Time to wrap this up. So all of his throws are pretty bad, so I'm just gonna rank him on the bad tier. So I'll put up throw in the usable tier just because you could use it to put him in a bad position for to lead yourself into a juggle. So I'll put it in the usable, but otherwise don't use his throws. They are awful. They are laggy, and there are no true follow ups as far as I know. Um, so yeah, I think that's gonna be it for Cloud. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you have any disagreements, always let me know in the comments. Since I am not a professional Cloud player, I just kind of play him for fun every once in a while. And like I said, he's a beginner-friendly character, so you shouldn't have too much trouble with him. Hopefully, at least. But yeah, that'll be it. And I'll see you guys in a bit. Peace.